About it. Say you don't like the life I live. Girl, let's talk about it. Alright, I'm always on the grind. Yeah, let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Wanna talk about it? Yeah, I'm always on the grind. Let's talk about it. Okay, I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm always on the grind. Girl, let's talk about it. Yeah, I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, world? Hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. There we go. There we go. It's Tiller, God body in the house. Hey, in the house. He in the house. Madison Love, what up, guys? Hey, she in the house. What's the business?
Lady on deck. Lady on deck. As they say in the name, lady on deck.
Word life. Hey, man, we up here tonight. We're going to talk about complicated made simple. Complicated made simple. And to start off the conversation, we're going to bounce off a convo that me and Ish had last night where we talked about should trans women be allowed to play sports with women. And my stance on that last night is a stance that I'm going to say again. They have the Women's Basketball Association. Trans women, if they want to play sports, there should be a trans basketball association, or there should be their own lane or their own league too. Like, this is complicated made simple. But because of so many heartstrings and feelings, things that are not true, we make things conversation and controversy that technically shouldn't even be controversy. I mean, but with that being said, I mean, somebody pick up from there. What is your stance on the Brittany Griner statement and the situation that was brought up there?
Madison, you wanna chime in?
Oh, look, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, we can't hear. Yeah, we can't hear. Oh, we gotta get that. Yes, you have to try to log back in or something. All right, yeah, bro, but back to the topic, okay. Man. You say what?
So I definitely feel where you cover from, definitely, and I got the same sentiments, right? For the simple fact that you're fighting for your own identity already.
Yeah.
It's just what I'm saying. Like they're fighting for their right to be able to choose their own identity, right? To be who they want to be, right? Which is fine. Your choice is your choice. But when your choices start to impede on the point of views and the ideals of somebody else, then it is wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're not wrong for wanting to be who you want to be. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Please don't twist my words. I'm not saying you're wrong for being who you want to be. But it's wrong for me to have my ideals and my point of views and try to force them on other people. Now, me advising somebody and like, hey, man, this might be the thing to do, that's different than being like, you gonna do this is what you better do, and to a degree, when it comes to that community, it sometimes feel like it's like peer pressure almost, how they used to talk about peer pressure, like it's like be okay with it or else, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't really think that's the way to go, you know what I'm saying? If you want us to quote unquote normal people or traditional people to be okay with you making your decision, that's fine. That's fine. You make your decision, right? But you can't make people, sometimes you can't make people understand. You can't make people like you. You can't make people love you. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, you can find yourself. Oh, I finally found myself. And there's going to be another million people that don't like that damn version of you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if they play sports, you know, to have your own, you want to play
Yeah.
sports, yeah, that's fine. But shit, you know, it's gotta understand there's still advantages that a natural male was born with that natural females wasn't. You know what I'm saying? On the clip last night, you see the dude talking about how the transgender woman spiked the ball in the volleyball game and hit the girl in the face, and the girl was just down. Now I will say
She flew.
all
She flew.
volleyball spikes hurt if you get hit in the face. But
a man,
with that hit,
I mean,
when you got that, you know, Serena Williams, she serves very hard. She serves very hard.
Yeah.
Right. But what they say, for a woman.
Yeah, for a woman.
Because even though she does serve harder than some males, she don't serve harder than all males.
And
you don't have the, you see what I'm saying? She don't have the ability to compete with all males. You see what I'm saying? Now, even though some males are all males, natural born males aren't all created equal, I still stand a better chance at, you know what I'm saying, as an average man playing Michael Jordan in a basketball game than an average woman.
So a question. So a male on estrogen or a man taking certain hormones that make him grow titties, and you know, pardon my language for those who that's too much for, but at the end of the day, that grow breast or have certain things grow within them that gives them a woman's genetics, does that make that person who was born male become woman-like to where they should be able to play against women? I mean, is that a fair trade-off? Because they say that it makes the bone density smaller. There's things that there's things put out there.
What don't they have? Regardless of all that, what won't they ever have?
A womb.
Okay.
A womb.
So,
a womb.
So.
A womb.
Well, hey, you remember that song back in it? You could never, ever, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
Right? What the Most High, what our Creator meant for you to be, deep down, you gonna always be there. Underneath the surface and all that shit, you gonna always be there. Because that's what he made you as. You know what I'm saying? You can get your shit tuck, flip, skip, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's not just make it seem like we only pointing this towards the men who are transitioning into women.
Let's go.
Who are transitioning to men.
Yeah.
Also.
Okay. So why don't the women that's transitioning to men, why don't they want to be in the NBA? Like so since we measured that one side, let's flip it. Why do the women that are not why are they not trying to be in the NBA?
Well, men naturally, we have this pride thing, right?
Yeah.
And if you talk to the average man, I promise you, if you talk to him about his heyday and he get to talking about when his life was the best, he'll probably go back 15, 20 years, depending on how old he is, right? And he probably gonna go back to high school, or he probably go back to college when he was something, right? And the pressure that society puts on us to be somebody, right? Somebody, I'm quote unquote somebody.
Yeah.
A major athlete, a big time lawyer, a politician, a good rapper, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The pressure that society puts on us would make a person not only say, I'm going to transition to, without being disrespectful, I'm going to transition from the superior being to the inferior being, and then I'm going to not only do that, but I'm going to also join a sport where I can elevate and be above them. Where this same person that was playing volleyball and spiked that girl like that probably wasn't even getting no PT on the flip side. You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
I don't know, bro.
Who knows why
I don't
people do
know.
what they do?
Hey, bro. There have been UFC people, a UFC trans woman, Fallon. I just say the first name. You know, first name Fallon. You know, y'all go look it up.
Right.
But fracture the girl face. I mean, fracture the girl when you see him hitting her. And this is what I'm saying. These become conversations where you could offend somebody, and you really should never be able to offend somebody because it really shouldn't be a deal. Totally not being disrespectful, but it seems as if this is a fad or just that media and the world are making it easier for people to speak on it. I mean, yeah, I definitely think there's an energy where people want to speak on it, but I think there's also a hidden energy as well, because when you look at the Brittany Griner situation, let's face it, man, she went to jail. They actually sent over somebody that was a major that they was holding captive for some reason. Like, you start researching this situation, and it's like they knew something in Russia about that. There's a reason to speak about it. There's something being hidden within this situation. Like, it's being light put on it for a certain situation, but because of where we live, there's so many legalities and paperwork that goes behind the scenes that makes it where it has to be looked at a certain way, because if you start offending people, you actually start affecting people. You start affecting their nature. When you start pushing people's buttons, you start either making them heal, or either you bring out the animal side of that being. You bring out the actual what they hiding behind them is unclothed, or it's unclothed in. So I look at it like one or two things. Sometimes you can offend people to actually make a conversation be had, but sometimes you can make a conversation be had because you actually pushing the okayness or agenda of something, you know. And yeah, I just think about it like that, because I compared it, which became a major thing last night. A major thing last night, because I said the African American, to me, the African American experience when they try to make it, and then people say, I want to put this with the LGBTQ community. I want to put these two agendas and mix them up in one. I think it's allowed, because I think that if you say African American and you say trans woman, both of those start with something that's not technically true. If you say trans woman, that's still not a woman. That is a male that transitioned to a woman. Okay, so you respect that person and say, I'm not being offensive or affected, but I'm just using words, these words that we use for communication. So I say, you said you was a trans woman, so that means a transitioning woman. So yeah, there should be a transitional sport. That's just the way it should be. If there's a NBA that men are too strong to play with the women, so they jump higher, you see different dunks in the NBA than you see in the WNBA. So there's a reason for that disparity. So why would you allow somebody who they say have taken shots, pills, different things to put them in line and look like this, but they're still stronger than this actual species or this being? Now, if we say, what are women good at? Women are spiritually stronger and can deal with more than a man. But to go into that and just say, me speaking, I think saying African American, when some people who are African American, they're embarrassed. They go fill out an application and they check other. If you think that you're a total African American, why are you going to an application and checking other? Because you're not even comfortable with what you're doing, but yet and still you don't want to be in that space, or it's a difficult space because it's uncomfortable, because you're not used to people coming out that are adjusted to saying, hey, I'm not this. That's not me. It offends you. It offends you. This person is crazy. They're out of their mind. And that's not really the space. You know, I just look at it and say it's not the space. So I will say things because I'm not uncomfortable with anything. So if it offends some people, sometimes things are said to offend, but it's actually to affect. You can affect change in people where you actually see the movement and different. And we're in that point in time where I think it's important that hard conversations be had. I think it's important to push buttons.
Indeed. Tough conversations need to be had, and it seems like I don't know if it's being able to get on social media and pass the knowledge around, or is it just because people are just willingly now sharing advice that some people wasn't sharing? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of information that probably 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50, you know what I'm saying, that we wouldn't even have the privilege of knowing. You know what I'm saying? You can know when the president is flying out of the country now. It always fucked me up. Every time they show it the motherfucker on TV going or landing somewhere, I'm like, why the fuck is they doing that shit? Don't he supposed to be untouchable? Like,
all right, hold on. I can't let you stop right there. I gotta stop.
I was gonna
no, because that was what you just said was real. It's real. I spoke on the shape of a pyramid last night. Shape of a pyramid.
Fact.
So you had a bigger structure down here, and the further you go up to this pinnacle up here to the top, it's smaller. It's way smaller because these are the ones that know everything. These are the ones who know nothing. Like, so when you look at that and you say, what did you just say?
Class.
This is what you just said. So yeah, these people are working. They can't bless you. They can't affect what's going on up here. So if you control all the airspace and you really know what's going down, then of course you can tell us where the president going and they can't be untouched, bro. We use guns still. We don't know nothing about satellite weapons. We have no different knowledge about frequency weapons. There are weapons out here that's way different than the stuff we use. And like, we in the modern days, we just don't know. We in the spears.
Okay. So look here. Look here. Like, you was talking about the Brittany Griner shit and the Russia shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So let me see if I can bring this around, right? And what you just said about the pyramid, and they can tell us, they control the skies basically, so they can, tell us whatever, right?
Yeah.
They can tell us whatever. They can tell us that them and Russia are beefing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they can tell us, or nah, we ain't beefing. And we just gotta kind of believe whatever we see or whatever the fuck we hear. You know what I'm saying? But with that Brittany Griner and Russia shit, when you were speaking on, it's just like shit. Yeah, it's deeper than that. She's just a casualty. She was just a casualty. It could be. Look, what better way to disguise some deep shit that's going on between the United States and Russia than to arrest for arrest to be made on a 7-foot tall famous lesbian.
You think it's a lesbian?
Real talk. Which that is in question.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest conversation? Like, what's one of the biggest conversations going on in society?
Distraction.
What's the biggest thing being promoted? What's the biggest thing being promoted on all TV shows? The LGBTQ.
Big time.
Let me use this. Now I'm throwing some conspiracy shit in there. You hear me? Where? Okay, well, let this be a little something right here to distract everybody, because we got the help. You know what I'm saying? There's some shit going down. Somebody's about to be dropped. This motherfucker's dying. You say something about the nigga from Cash App is dead.
He gone. They say he was killed, stabbed to death, bro. How do you be a bit? This probably about 3-4 weeks ago. I had to pull it up.
3-4 weeks
ago. This is this is something I can pull up, bro. And all the people from
the
major players.
When did girl come on?
You say what?
When did old girl come on? In February or March?
Who?
Brittany.
Come on, what?
When did she come on?
Damn, bro. I I like to make sure that I'm exact when I say things.
Was the last book?
Nah, it had to be a couple months ago that Brittany Griner came home. That she came home, but somebody's definitely trying to indulge or put out their information about Brittany Griner. Keep in mind, they just stripped this person. They know everything about this person now. So when you start looking and saying, why is this coming out, or why is this person speaking like this, bro? Even the news people saying, hey, this is for a reason. This is for a good reason. So when you dealing and knowing how they deal what we're at versus how people think in other places, there are reasons why there are laws in different places, bro. The majority of laws that we follow were made by people that are not even here no more. These people have died a long time ago, and we following rules that they put in place, but they say that the world is changing. But it really is built off the more you know, the higher you progress, and the less you know. But something is making it where certain beings know less. Like, I mean, we got to face it. Like, that's why I challenge African American. I challenge if a person says that they're white. I say, man, that wall is white right there. Are you the same color as that wall? They say, no, I'm peach. That's why I wish Madison was back on here, because that's also something that we talked about. Like, I don't think these conversations should offend people. A lot of things are meant to divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. They're meant so you don't have the conversation. It's like, hey, like, we've got to start having the hard conversations in order for people to see the universe, in order for people to see that everything is connected. The plants are, when we breathe out, the plants breathe what we breathe out. They breathe in the carbon. When we breathe in, we breathing in the oxygen that the plants are breathing out. We're all connected, but instead we don't talk about the albinos going to the Caucasus Mountains. We don't talk about the stories. Everybody speaks these biblical principles and all these different things, but we won't even look past what we were given to go past that and see where even it derives from.
Why do lions eat gazelles?
Why do lions eat? Because lions are predators and gazelles are vegetarians.
I'm saying why, but why is that though?
You say why is that?
Like why is it like that? Why do they? Why do the lions have to eat the gazelles? Why were they made carnivores?
Yeah, they made exactly what I was gonna get to. They made carnivores. They are ran. Okay, I'm happy you stated that. God body. It's telling God body. I'm happy you stated that. I don't know. I'm happy you stated that because no, it's real. The lion is ruled by its animal instincts. It is ruled by its animal instincts. A gazelle is more. This is the difference between humans and animals, supposedly, and there is an intelligence that exists that's above humans on this plane too. But before I get to that, a human has a choice to connect with their animal instincts or their higher intellect. Animals don't have a choice. They just are how they are. Whatever they animal instinct is, that's what that animal instinct is. A human has that's the difference between choices with human beings. You have a choice to be your higher self, or you have choice to be your lower self. Or you have a choice to look at things as a carnal instinct. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that right there. That motherfucker fine. I want to. You have a choice to look up with that. You can say, man, that's a beautiful person. I respect that soul. Like, I respect this person, this and that person too. Then it doesn't matter about if it's male, female, or whatever, LGBTQ. You're not fazed by none of that because you don't have a selection. You just ran by your higher self. If you run with the animal intellect or the animal instinct, bro, you'll be just like a lion. You're gonna want to jump on everything like you would do anything. You'll operate in that existence. And I do say for a lion, the courage that a lion has and certain things are to be respected of a lion. If you get around a lion, you're gonna have to respect a lion. Like, it ain't no doubt about that. So there's a part of a lion I respect, and I say, oh, you have to be your animal self sometimes, but you definitely have to let your higher self rule that lower carnal nature. So when you say, why do a lion eat a gazelle? The lion is totally in tune with its carnal or carnivore nature. It's totally in tune with it. The lion is 1000% in tune with its carnal nature. It's a carnivore.
All right. That's a bit. That's a bit. And I definitely feel where you coming from. You know what I'm saying? um, personally, like far as in if you speaking on, we need to acknowledge that we pretty much made the same and all that. Far as in treatment of each other, like yeah, I feel. Far as in treatment of each other, like yeah, I can respect you. Far as and if you look different than me and everything, that don't mean I can't respect you. You don't come from where I come from, so that don't mean I can't respect you. But you know what I'm saying? Are we made different for a reason? You know what I'm saying? We like we was having a conversation earlier, and I told the young lady, I said we was already grouped off. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, even if you can take the smallest click of three. That's you can't be two and call yourself a click. Three or more. That's a click, right?
Yeah.
It's still gonna be two out of those three that fuck with each other tougher than that other one. Why is that? You see it all the time. You see it all. It's just like they naturally
Yeah.
click. Look, the third dude, he clicked with everybody too, but it's and it's done being the where it started. The first two dudes is cool, and then the third dude come in, but the third dude is cooler with the first dude. They cooler than the first two dudes was.
Yeah.
You know
Hey,
what I'm
it's like there were females
saying?
too.
So,
Hey,
so
yeah.
definitely, yeah. Like I said, I feel you when it comes to we done had this conversation. You know, I throw shit around in my brain after we conversate. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when it comes to the treatment of so-called black people, so-called white people, and shit like that, yeah, I can walk down the street, I can drive my car and be at peace with you being at peace with who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, that's far as in treatment, yeah, we the same. Like you shit, you put pants on like me, shit, you take a shower like me. Some people do, some people don't. You know what I'm saying? You eat
Yeah.
shit like you know what I'm saying? You consume some type of animal product or not. I do or not. You know what I'm saying? We both drink water. You know, we both bleed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we both got hearts.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
both got teeth. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's a bunch of similarities that we do have to make us the same to where we don't have to treat each other with any type of malice intent. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I can definitely feel you on that. But there is a difference. You know what I'm saying? There's always a slight difference in everything. We look a little bit the same, but different. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We got
Hey,
similar. Some of our facial features got similarities, but shit, we different. You know what I'm saying? But do that mean I gotta treat you a certain type fucked up? No, hell no.
nah,
I
and that's the programming. Like I think people have an issue with what they've been through, realizing that it was programming. Like if I put a person in a dark room and beat them and did them a certain way for years upon years, once they break away, a lot of the time some things can happen that's so bad they don't even want to talk about it, especially when they still going through issues. Like if you look at the people in California, certain parts of California, New York, there's so many people stacked on top of people, in those situations where everything is so high. These people have been under so much stress that it has broken them down to a lot of these people are somewhat zombified already.
Mhm.
I'm talking about when you go through there, they literally have been through so much pressure in
That's the
life.
distractions. That's the
Hey, hey,
distraction. So
hey,
you
bro.
you talked about the
Yeah,
distractions earlier about the higher ups,
yeah.
right?
Oh
Who
yeah, like for
the
real.
biggest group at the bottom is I said it, the working class, right?
Most definitely.
Because
Most
we
definitely.
distracted. I'm part of the working class, right? And we so distracted. We so distracted by so much shit. First of all, you're distracted by work. Shit, you distract. Damn, I gotta go to work.
Here we go.
Damn,
Here we
every
go.
time you look up, you gotta go to work. Every
Here we
time you
go.
look up, you gotta get ready for work, right? Then you distracted by your desires because your desires are fucking boosted up by what they prop in front of you on the TV.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So what you really need and everything like that is not even what you're trying to obtain, because what you see when you ain't at work, shit. That's
Bro,
all
even
you
when
see.
you're at work, I'm gonna tell you how wild it is. Hey, bro, you can literally be in a room with your lady and something come on TV and it remind them of something they've been through. You'll end up arguing about what's on the TV, and that shit not even in your room for real. This is not even a human. This is a frequency in your room, a box in your room that you done plugged up, and you arguing about what's on the TV. You talking about in the crucial times that we are in right now. This is really where people's mind is. But like you say, even if somebody says it's about are you a child of God or not, man or woman of God, but then people are gonna say, is God a man? Is it a woman? They are confused about that, and we're not making the complicated thing simple, because God is simple. God is in everything. But if you void that, now you're gonna have racial tension. You're gonna have gender tension. Is it a trans woman or a woman? Should they be? You're gonna have all these things going on through your mind that are not even there. You're making it that. It's everything. And look what she said. It's a spirit. Hold on, that is major. She said it's a spirit. He's everything. She automatically took it to a he. But there's a she. This is what I'm saying. Hey, real talk. God body, I'm good for the correction right there. Hey, that is real. Like, it's a spirit. It's everything. It's not a gender specific. It's in everything. Everything. So the moment we get here, we can begin to heal from what we've been through. We can be able to talk about anything that's important to talk about, because the things we don't talk about, something else is using this to do you like a puppet and make it where you don't. We're taught what to think, not how to critically think.
Right.
We're not taught critical thinking. We're taught what to think.
It goes into what you brought up in, or what you believe in, or what type of knowledge that you have come into. Because, like I said, if you believe in the Bible, you're gonna say he. Say it all through that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, you feel me? So if you believe in the Bible, you're definitely gonna say he, right? If you're a Scientologist, if you believe in Scientology and shit, it's just a damn enigma. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory type shit. We just here. You know what I'm saying?
So what about the people who don't subscribe to anything? Because you said if you believe in the Bible, if you believe in Scientology, what about the people that are omniscient, like how God is? They can be everywhere at one time. The people that believe God holds all these attributes. God is the ocean. I'm a drop of water in the ocean. I am a part of God. I hold all the attributes, just not to that extent, just not to God's extent. So I'm still a part of God. So what about those people who think that they are still a part of God, but they're not the ocean? So they won't say, I'm a Christian, I'm a Catholic. They won't box themselves in, because they know that all of these entities are part of God. If they know all of these are part of God, so they say, I can kick it with all of these. I'm not separating myself from none of them. I'm the same thing that you are. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's right. They lukewarm. So when you become hot, when you're not lukewarm no more, when you like hot, I feel everything. Hey, and that's the thing. When you get close to touching that stove, you become a threat too. Like this is the whole thing with the religion thing. It's the whole thing with the religion. I think
I'll say this. I'll say
this, brother. Take your spirit.
Following spirituality, I done been on that road where I'm just like, you know, but I'm definitely digging. I was definitely looking deeper than me. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, far as in Christianity, I was like, because I was on some. I lost my daughter. I lost a daughter at an early age, and that shit fucked my head up.
Yeah.
Especially growing up, I grew up as a Christian, right? And it fucked my head up. 18, 19 years old, to have a daughter, see her, be able to hold her, then she gone like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody do nothing to her. Ain't nobody killed her. She just died. You feel me? I'm like, damn, what the fuck? That shit fucked me. Confused the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Right? But that made me, I'm like, nah, my whole, but it was like, it was always something where, you know, where me and you done had private conversation about where I'm at now. And like where I'm at now, you know, I could think back, like, I was never really feeling that shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, I told my wife, like, shit, me, I feel like I always been in tune because just about like, I know when somebody's saying some real shit.
Yeah.
I get this feeling like in me, inside of me. You can't even see it in my reaction. It's just something I feel inside of me. And I know when there's some bullshit. Now, I might react like it don't. Either way, you ain't gonna, like I said, you ain't gonna know off my reaction. I might be like, oh, yeah, okay, that's what's up. Either way, I might be like, okay, that's what's up. But how I move after that and how I think after that is what let me know it was real. You know what I'm saying? The way certain thoughts and certain ideals that you come across, they show in your actions. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'll say this about, you don't want to be around too many motherfuckers. System overload. No shade to nobody. You feel me? But you don't want to hang around everybody.
So hold on. I got a question when you say that.
Like, and
when
I'm
you
just
say
saying
that,
that,
when you say that,
saying that in simple forms. You know what I'm saying?
no. When you say no, because hey, peace to the God. I'm in Dallas, but one of my 3 biggest songs was "Everybody Ain't Your Friend, Everybody Ain't Your Partner, Every nigga ain't a real nigga. If I say I got you, I got you. When it's fucked up, it get fucked up. Just hold it down and keep it solid. And when you're not around, I protect your name. I won't let a nigga talk about you. Hey man, so when you hear legendary spills like that, and everybody saying it, like I be wanting to hear it, like, cause when I hear other people come through and they say, man, you know, yeah, man, you can't hang around everybody. You can't. A lot of this time, I see the reaction of these words. It spills out, and where these people start saying shit like, "I don't like people."
What I just
But no. But I got a huge issue with this, right? Because I want not only to push music. I think a whole lot of the stuff where they say in the Bible that Satan was God's brightest music angel, and I think that was a plea for a person or entities with an agenda to use music through an agenda. And I see that taking place, and I see people co-sign it. I see people say, yeah, that's okay. That's just, you know, it's just the way it is. Like, you know, I'm one of the people now, bro. I question everything. Like, and I think, like I say, we're taught what to think, not how to think. If we were taught how to think, most people wouldn't be in the situations they're in. Most people are in situations so bad, bro, it's so stressful, they can't do nothing but blame the people around them. That's the only thing they can't do. I'm here around you and I'm going through this shit. What are you gonna do about it? And this person don't know what to do. Why is it they don't know what to do? Because they was taught what to think, not how to think.
Right.
Bro, if we truly knew within ourselves what we capable of and we knew how to think, there's no way millions of people would be saying, hey, man, I mean, it's just the truth of the matter. I don't even want to say it, but who are you going to go vote for? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it, but it's like, okay, what? When your rent, dude. Look, I'm keeping it 1,000.
I'm so glad that, look, yeah. I can't even say.
Yeah.
I can't even respond to that question. Legally.
No, real talk. Like, no. I felt a certain way saying it.
Like, it don't even fucking matter what the fuck I say. It literally, legally, it doesn't.
It don't. Legally, it don't matter.
Legally, it doesn't matter.
Are you treasonous? Are you a treasonous? This is crazy.
You ain't even got to.
So this is what I'm saying.
You ask me, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because that right there is a whole different thing. Because when you just talking about which one of these motherfuckers gonna shit on me first type shit. Who can I tolerate more? That's all that is. Shit, really. Because both sides have shown that not only do they not care about our people, there's just a lot of humane.
Hey, hold on. No, hey, bro, hold on.
humane
Why you going into that? Shout out to Mads. I hope she's still on here. We need you to come back on here only because of complexion thing. I think we have some huge. I got a bone to pick. Like, I want to shake up the water.
But look,
I really want to do that. Like within me, bro, I be wanting to shake up. I be wanting to shake. I be wanting to, because I feel like.
Hold on. Let me tell you what I was about to tell you, though. Right?
Yeah, real talk.
Said something, and I was like, okay, so this is what I was thinking. When I told you about you can't hang around nobody. What I say what I say not too long before that. The things that the ideas and the points of views and the things that you come into, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a lot of things that I think now that I don't think that I didn't think before I met you. Right? You see what I'm saying? And there's some things that I done said that boom, it's the pops trigger in your head and hit right then. So that's why I say you can't hang around everybody, because shit, sometimes sugar can be disguised as sometimes shit can be disguised as sugar.
Hey, it's real talk. That's real talk.
Straight
that's
up.
Real. This real spill.
You got look at it like this. You got drinks they sell right now with natural juices. Then you got because they 100% natural.
Yeah.
Then you got the ones that say artificially flavored. Now they say the ones that are artificially flavored, are more harmful to you.
Hey, it's real. This is real. This is real. What you saying?
Go ahead, man.
It's real what you're saying. I mean, artificially flavored. But we'll go back to complicated made simple. Artificially flavored, but we'll say the Brittany Griner comment was labeled controversial because she said that it should be against the law to stop a trans woman for playing with the women.
Why
she said there should be a law?
Why would it be controversial? Would it be controversial for a black man, quote unquote black man, to say it's wrong to not let black men do something?
Yeah, bro, it used to be illegal for black men to play sports. For black men to play sports with white men.
I know that. I'm talking about we passed that.
We passed that. God body.
We passed that. We way past that shit. So now that we passed that, is it illegal? I'm gonna get to a point.
Yeah.
Would it be considered illegal for me to say it's wrong? To say it's illegal to draft a 38-year-old black man? I'm a 38-year-old black man. Would it be illegal for me to say? I mean, would I be wrong to say it's illegal to say the NBA is wrong for not drafting older men in the league?
Yeah, you would be for saying it's illegal because it could be an anomaly. Like,
no. The reason why I say that, is because she's part of the community. What else is she supposed to say?
What? Hold on. Okay, so
like you see what I'm saying? Why is that a?
No, hold on. I get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Why is it that this lesbian woman? Why is it controversial for a lesbian woman to speak on the behalf of transgenders, which are part of the community? They're part of the same.
Because this is the difference. This is the difference. If it's a lesbian, hold on. If it's a lesbian woman, if this is clear. This is a lesbian woman, but obviously the Russians think something different. That's the only thing I'm saying past that. I'm not gonna go past that. But see, you saying lesbian woman, the Russians say something is different. Something is different. I don't know. I didn't see nobody. I didn't collect DNA. I didn't do any of that.
The only reason is the only reason it's controversial is because it's the fact that
3,
You're
4.
saying
Look,
let a motherfucker
4, 4, 4, 4. Bam. All right, go ahead, bro. I just had to hit that. I seen that coming. God, body.
But you let a motherfucker. You trying to say we have to let this trans person play with women, or I have to let this trans person play with men.
Yeah, real talk.
No, we don't have no. Because there you go again. Now that's why it's controversial. It ain't because it's a question about if she's this or if she's that. You see what I'm saying? It's controversial because what we was talking about earlier, what you said earlier at the beginning of the show. Trans women and trans men need to play in their own league.
Period.
Because it opened up the door. It opened up the door what they call Pandora's box, right? It's so much shit happening. And I'm just gonna speak on the sexual misconduct part.
There we go.
Because right, you do know that there's men out here that are attracted to transgender women.
There we go. There we go. It's confused. A Pandora's box. I'm happy.
Now, you put this transgender. You put this 17-year-old transgender woman or 18-year-old, 19-year-old transgender woman into a locker room, and then the coach trying to get at it. Let's just talk about that. Well, see, you have to be forward. You have to be a forward thinker and a forward seer.
Hey, shout out to Ish Tiller. Shout out to Ish Tiller. Hey, God body. Hey, man, good to see you back popping on here. Hey, man, squad business. Squad business. I got to go on. Hey, man, I got to get flowers while they're here, do all that kind of stuff. Hey, squad business. Hey, because my brother's a Scorpio. So let it be known for all the Scorpios out there, you actually come back to actually deal with your emotional aspect side of you. So a lot of the Scorpios come back in this world to deal with certain emotional factors that they haven't dealt with. So they'll go through a lot of things. So you'll see a Scorpio being very emotional, but at the same time, don't play them the wrong way because they keep a stinger. They remember everything. And they can't wait to sting. Once you feel like you've been crossed a certain way as a Scorpio, they'll hold that shit forever. So you know what I'm saying? Be careful on how you deal with those people. So I say, man, it be hey, real talk. Real talk. Nah, hey, square business, man. Like I say, we see stuff long range, and it be a certain way. But we got to learn to deal with the higher self of ours, not what we used to just dealing with. And that's difficult because you do have to question people. You got to question their motive, their alternative. Man, I done had people close to me question if I would try to mess with their wife or woman. And bro, I'm looking at them like, bro, is you like, what is you on? I'll let you in my house, bring you around my wife, kids, all this kind of stuff. We don't have no beef. It's like, oh, what is we on? Like, oh, I get it. Some of us still think we slaves. Like some of us didn't hear the part where they say the last should be first and the first should be last. They didn't hear that. So they still think they don't even know what time we in now. So I'll be like, damn, like, whoa, I know what time, like, man, like, I know what time we on, but the people that look like me, we don't even know where we at. We don't even know what time we on now. So you're right. Now it's a different discrepancy or a different thing I have with people that look exactly like me because we know what we've been through, but we don't see what we've been through, where we at. We don't know a spiritual. We believe in religions, but we don't know spiritual. We don't know that side of us. We only know our animal side does. We already know. Look at that, get it big. Look how she dances. I'm a stallion. You know what I'm saying? The black stallion is the one that's hardest to break. Right. But when you break it, it's the most precious horse, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is why I say I don't adhere to African American. I don't adhere to a color because it doesn't represent your Akashic records. It doesn't represent the genetics and DNA from the people. For me to be here, two people had to connect a certain way. For them people to get here, two people had to connect a certain way. So whatever those people went through, if I seek and want to know that, it is for a reason. If I realize what they went through, I don't have to be hurt by the same things they went through. Because guess what? I'm the product of what they were thinking. Hey, but it's too deep for us to quite get through. This is the part where I say, man, you can't put that on me. But it seems controversial. Hey, we taught what to think, not how to think, for real. Like, I really want to get to that because I think we taught what to think and not how to think, for real. It be the true thing that I really be getting to. Like, you'll be very controversial if you walk around just thinking whatever and saying whatever that you think. Even if you say, I'm not offending a soul. I am not here to offend people that are religious people. I'm not in here to offend people that are spiritual. I'm not in here to think if you're a bad woman, if you're a real nigga. I'm not here to, if you're the dude that ran the KKK, he just passed. I'm not here to offend none of those people. Like, so if you can say I'm not here to offend any of these people, but people can still find a way to get offended, you're in a lose-lose situation. And this is a majority of the people in this world. If you say, hey, man, a lot of people, bro, homelessness is worse than you've ever seen it. Light bills, higher than you ever seen it. Gas, higher than you ever seen it. People, higher than you ever seen them. Everything high right now. It's not cold outside no more. It's hot. It's hot. And people still don't see the importance of people. The current and the energy is in the people. It's not in the currency. It's good that somebody found a way to measure the currency within the current of the people, but at some time I got to see the value in Ish-Tilla. I got to see him value in God. God body. Like, I got to say, man, damn, Ish, bro, you looking spiffy tonight. I don't give a fuck what you going through. I'm going to say, bro, God look good tonight. This is the point we got to get to because each one teach one. We got to build a certain type of way, but we so caught on who got on this, what celebrity died. Now the celebrities, bro, they sign contracts just so they can be murked. To think that they can splurge for a second. Like, shout out to the Young Life. Like a lot of them, they know they're not gonna work a job for 20 or 30 years. They know that it's a limited time for people to either get it together or meet whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know what's popping for real. Like, but us, we get comfortable. We get to a place where we think we comfortable, but now your comfortability is every 30 days. Every 30 days, you got to be comfortable for you better figure something else out.
Thanks.
Yeah. Let's roll with it. Yeah. Let's roll with it. Now, every 30 days, you got to be comfortable for the next 30 days. But people don't want to speak on this, bro. I be like, hey, man, we talk about all this and this and that, and it's cool, fine and dandy, but hey, man, what not. You the man, you the man Ish-Tilla, though. I say
every 30 days,
we African American.
Rent, mortgage, something. Every 30 days.
Real time.
Every 30 days, a motherfucker gotta pay some type of light bill, phone bill.
Nah, they balling. We real, we real this and that, man. Like, yeah. Hey, man, I think everybody get they chance. Like, it's a movie called They Live. In that movie, damn near everybody became homeless. If you can see the prophecies they put out in these certain movies to tell you what is going to take place or tell you how it's going to take place, and it's only to introduce to you what is happening. It's predictive programming. If I tell you what's going to happen, then I don't have to take the karma for what happens. Because I tell you the truth, but you still kept up. You still believe that this was what was going on when I told you what was going on. And then you're going to argue with the person who come along and say, man, damn, wait, you pinching the motherfucker, tell them, hey, this is what's going on. And you're going to murk that motherfucker on media and TV. You wipe them out, you wipe their nose, and then the people around them scared to shit. I ain't going to say nothing. God damn. You see what they just did to that motherfucker for real? Hey, man. Like, you see what just happened, right? Yeah. It's crazy. I look at it as crazy, but people be looking at me a certain way, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think I would ever be here at this point to talk to people in life for real. So when I started looking at it like that, it's like, oh, every day is a blessing. So they be like, hey, probably just say, man, bro, I didn't even know it was your birthday the other day. Dirty said on the live the other day. Hey, bro, I didn't even know it was your birthday. Yeah, I mean, he even said it, bro, I didn't even know it was your birthday.
Yeah.
I say, yeah, bro, because I respect every day like it's a birthday.
On everything.
I'm just keeping it 1,000. Like a lot of people say this and this now. Say, man, I respect every day like it's a birthday, and I respect other people's day. Every day I see people, bro, I respect that day like it was their birthday.
Right.
Like so, but it's crazy because you can offend certain people by how you think.
Hey, you know what I find ironic?
What's that, God?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We was talking about, you know, how I did my time and everything, 12 years, right? And it's ironic that as each holiday, where I'm at now, right? An Israelite.
Yeah.
We don't celebrate holidays, right? We don't celebrate holidays. The Most High was already conditioning me while I was in the pen because birthdays, I ain't give a damn. It's another day locked up. Shit, I woke up on this other side of this gate, man. Motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? All the holidays became sour. So it was like I was already being conditioned for where I am now, to where shit, it wasn't even no task. It wasn't even no hard duty to break the habit of celebrating birthdays and, you know, holidays and shit like that. You know, but because even with that shit, if you look at the basis of where a lot of that shit started at with the holidays or what they say is supposed to represent and shit like that, it's a distraction because all that shit is all the good holidays is what about buying gifts or doing something, you know what I'm saying? Shit, the only one that ain't about buying gifts is fucking the goddamn Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, Christmas.
And what are all these days?
You know what I'm saying? If you got 10 kids, boy, nigga, shit, you got a holiday out of 365.
Boy,
yeah.
Don't let it be your child's birthday and you don't have the money for Christmas or for birthday.
Or for birthday on Christmas and you ever see somebody who had their birthday was Christmas or their birthday was right
around that time? They like, damn, I hope they birthday and around Christmas. Damn, I'm tired of all my children's birthday around Christmas time. I got to get them for Christmas and their birthday. Bro, imagine the pressure you put on people. You talking about it's 365 days.
Imagine at that time,
did they say
do nothing though,
bro?
Imagine the pressure on the people who, at that point in time, they look up and they can't do shit.
Hey man, your hands tied.
And birthday and Christmas right there.
Right
and there. You done made it a trend to do both every year. And then all of a sudden, bop, you can't do shit.
Hey, shout out to real life. Hey, bro, I got 2 daughters in high school this year. Y'all got to say shout out to their situation. Like both of their dresses was over $1,000 for prom. Then they come to me today and say, where can we rent a Corvette? But I just seen a young boy get killed like in a Corvette who rented a Corvette. And she was like, yeah, we do it big for prom. They living for today and saying tomorrow. We didn't know we was going to be here today. This is how the young people think. And they wondering why they think a certain way. Because we comfortable. We comfortable. We still adhere to African-American, transgender, trans woman, all of this stuff, bro. I be like, oh, man, I just see people lips. When I see people talking, bro, it's all I see, bro. Be like, what the fuck we finna do today?
I still don't like the fact that you grouped that. I just want to make it publicly known again that I don't.
And I'm okay with that.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, just how you just said it, if a motherfucker listen long enough, you'll hear what you need to hear, right? And you just basically you didn't close the lid on my argument because I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's just point of view thing, like, nah. But at the same time, do I understand what you're saying? Because now you just actually put it all in the category of the programming, right?
Yeah.
So boom.
And do I agree with what you saying? Yeah. I'm gonna let that be known too while you saying that. I agree. I do agree. I know exactly what I'm doing when I do it. Like I know exactly. I know that part of it. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying too. No, it's not the same. It's not the same as calling a person a skin complexion and saying a man is a woman. Like, no, it's not the same thing. I'll be the first person to say, okay, no, that's not the same thing. But the way it's being played, yeah, it's the same thing.
You categorize when you categorize it up under the programming part, up under the way.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Programming and the illusions, the disillusions, all that, you know what I'm saying, they got going on. So the higher ups got going on, you know. But the thing is about the masses at the bottom, like you said, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. It's gonna come a day. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this last night. It's gonna come a day when a lot of rights will be wronged. I mean, when a lot of wrongs will be righted. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to realize, hey, this is mental.
Right instead of upside down.
Hey, this is mental. If we don't ever realize it, bro, it won't be right. The wrongs won't be right. This is the only reason why the conditioning and the programming took place is so when it's time for that to happen, if you don't realize that what's happening, nah, bro, it won't never happen. Nah, it'll be the end. Like, this is the first time that we've been in this mental. This is not the first time this kind of stuff has happened, but this is the first time that psychologically and mentally we have been through where we at right now, and this happened. This is true. Like, this is the first time.
But we gotta stop thinking that the world just not start going crack.
Oh no, it's been happening. But I'm talking about something outside of you. If nature come through and they say Big Bang Theory, so a comet came through and wiped away everything, that's one thing. But when you say you took a small group of entities and actually did a control thing to where this happened from a controlled environment, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's just a thing I look back at. I don't know. But as far as it being controlled outside of you, or people like Jesus said that these things were going to happen. And you're talking about prophecies of somebody who just breathed a certain way and they could feel the ethers, see how the stars lined up, and they knew what was happening because of this is how the stars was lined up. There are miracles generally generated every day. They said that this is a retrograde that we're in right now. And retrograde means time to reflect. Time's degrade your reflections and do something different. It is a time for you to change what you've been doing. They say right now, don't sign any new deals. Just think on how you want to build after these retrogrades. But this retrograde is kind of different. Like how you would see a bull, see a flag when it's red and that bull is charging. If you think productively or think consistently right now, there will actually be miracles that come after this retrograde. Is what I think. But people are looking for the money and different things to show, but the light is in you. You got to show the value within the people. The value is not outside of you. It's in the religion is not outside of you. It's inside of you. God body.
I just had a question for you that popped up in my head.
Yeah.
Because you know, we be having it. This is really what it is. I feel like we at the point where we really on some offline conversation type shit. But
we really is. We really is.
Do you believe? Hold on. How I want to say this. Do you think a person can be affected by something that they don't believe in?
A person can be affected by something they don't believe in, most definitely. Their environment is that your environment is going to lead you to believe. It's going to lead you a lot of directions of stuff that you don't believe in by your environment alone, because your thinking is affected by what other people feel too. If somebody say, man, I messed up, I'm finna go in the supermarket and shoot everybody in here, bro, you could be one of those people that get shot because of what somebody else did. So hell yeah, like, so when you say exactly what you just said, yeah, that is definitely true. Yeah, there are things that can affect you that is not in alignment with what you're thinking. Yeah, hell yeah, that is 1000% true. Yeah, I wouldn't say nothing no different.
I think some people have the misconception of vice versa.
Nah, I don't. I ain't confused by that.
You know what I'm saying? Like me neither. But I feel like some, you know, I feel like some people, you know, like I said, we go into the conversation and listen, man. I tell you why it's deep in the rap, and
yeah,
it's all the reason that I ain't like.
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't it.
Yeah.
Like, if I tell you about the curses and everything like that, from Deuteronomy and shit like that, and you look at us, you look like, huh? And then you look at the history of our people, regardless if it's a debate on what the name is and where it come from and all that shit like that. You look at the history, and then you look at that, and then motherfuckers still be like, nah, that ain't it. You can show a motherfucker some good shit that's really real.
Yeah.
That's really real. They ain't got nothing to do with me. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
I'm not one.
It's certain shit that got something to do with
when you speak of Jezebel and they talk about women, It's a huge thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Women do have a certain seductive type feature. A man that holds himself in a certain way has a certain type of seductive feature. It's not a thing that where people look at it like, but this is what I'm gonna get to, because I don't want to lose that, because we look at these biblical things but people don't actually get what it's actually trying to say. Just because you tempted and you seduced don't mean, if somebody say, man, I'm jumping off this cliff, it don't mean that you're supposed to jump off the cliff too. And a lot of these things where a woman has an affair on her husband, or the husband has an affair on his wife. You look at these things and people don't want to say, hey, look, you opened up a portal. Now you opened up whatever this person's dealing with, and you have introduced me to whatever they dealing with too. Whoever they laid down with, or this or that, we've all introduced ourselves to it. So we only know about the separation. We don't know about the unity. So we don't know how we bringing in certain energies and thoughts, just like I say about the environment. Yeah, bro, you could walk outside and somebody messed up and you could get caught in what they thinking. Just like you can have children with a person and you get caught in what that person's doing or what they thinking. These are just real life instances. But I say, man, this is simple because we are making the complicated things simple. That's why I really wanted to pop on here, bro. And I think we hit certain different levels of conversation. It's Tiller, man. I always learn from you. When we had these sessions, I pick up and learn. Yeah. I take what I want to take. I don't take and disperse what I don't want to take. And I think we do the same thing. And we got to get more comfortable with doing that.
Taking meat, spit out the bone,
bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man.
And sometimes, sometimes your body gets so hungry, you gotta go back and get the ball.
Yeah,
you gotta go back and get the ball. Cause damn, hold on, man, that shit was still some meat on that motherfucker, man. I left some shit on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Boy, you don't know how to eat no chicken. Boy, that's what they used to say to the little kids. Boy, when you're a little kid, you eat that chicken and you leave some meat on there. Yeah. Boy, you don't need know how to eat no chicken. Yeah. You left all that meat on there. Yeah. You know, sometimes you gotta go back and pick that bone up because it was some meat still on that motherfucker. It was still some info left there. Yeah. So sometimes you gotta revisit. And when you revisit things, you get a different point of view sometimes. Or sometimes you get a different outlook. Or sometimes you come up with the same outlook just with a little extra added to it.
Real time.
You know what I'm saying? Or just common respect of different opinions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But either way, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you might go, hey, pick that. Oh man, I thought I had something still. Boy, that wasn't nothing but some gristle. There wasn't nothing but some gristle.
There you go. For real.
So definitely, yeah, every time we chop it up, regardless of either on live or private conversation, you know what I'm saying, we always, you know what I'm saying, throwing around some very key points. Knowledge is key, you know what I'm saying?
God
It's
body.
till it, you know, hope everybody had a good time tonight, you know what I'm saying? My closing
Yes, sir.
statement is I'm forever free, man. Don't let nobody step on you. You step on anything in your way, you know what I'm saying? Pave your lane, do what you got to do, but just understand that your lane is your lane. It's not everybody else's. Shalom.
Man. God body. Shout out to Istiller, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of that stuff that they talk about. But yeah, my closing statement on that is definitely making it complicated simple. Everything derives and has the same source. All of our solar plex are located within the same spot, same position. So your soul being in your solar plex and that light running up your spinal cord to your brain and emitting these different frequencies allows us all to connect on one basis. With that being said, don't be disconnected from the source. When you connect to the source, you connect to an infinitude of abundance, Hey, so let's be abundant. Let's be clear. Let's be able to have those hard conversations and make the complicated simple. God body. Hey, man,
Easy.
we out there. God body.
Let's talk about it. Say you don't like the life I live. Girl, let's talk about it. Alright, I'm always on the grind. Yeah, let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Wanna talk about it? Yeah, I'm always on the grind. Let's talk about it. Okay, I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine.